Slam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslams Show. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam. Turn it up, turn it up. It's the Pancake and Powerslam Show. Turn it up.
What's going on, everybody? This is episode 613 of the Pancakes and Powerslams Show. I'm Dr. Chris Featherstone here to talk wrestling with you all, just like we do every single week. We're going to have a lot of fun. Of course, make the hashtag AskDoc. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this Pancakes and Powerslams, and be sure to like, share, subscribe to this video as well. We're going to talk about The Rock's return, and we're going to talk about if it has snuffed Cody Rhodes' opportunity to compete at WrestleMania 40. So we shall see what y'all think about this as well. And then we're going to hit up the after party. After this, of course, you do hashtag AskDoc, hashtag AskDoc. And at the after party, I'm going to take your questions and I'm going to address any inside information that I have. And this week, I've got a doozy for you, ladies and gentlemen. What I hold in my hand is trivia. And this week's trivia is none other than The Rock. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. 20 questions, Rock trivia. Let's see who knows about The Rock the most. And of course, every single time these questions are originated from me. I spent the time, I did the research. I remember all of these questions. I don't ever ask people questions that I don't remember myself. I don't make it too hard, but I make it difficult enough for you not to be so easy. So it's going to be fun. This right here, super fun. Rock trivia for the after party and taking your questions. Until then, let's talk about the subject at hand. The subject at hand is Cody Rhodes snuffed from the WrestleMania 40 main event? Of course, there are rumors that he is going to be a part of the main event at WrestleMania 40. And I've said many times, I've been very, very clear about my opinion on that. I do not think that Cody Rhodes should be a part of the main event of WrestleMania 40. I don't want to see the finish the story just be a light version of Dusty Rhodes. Dusty Rhodes is one of my top three. He's actually my number 2 all-time favorite wrestler. And Cody Rhodes coming in, making this like a light version of Dusty Rhodes. It is not connecting with me. It does not make sense for the American Nightmare. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't connect with it. It just doesn't work for me. So Cody Rhodes is a babyface. I wasn't opposed to that, but at the same time, it just it's just not connecting with me, man, because it's just the same old. Like, I will say that I think a portion, I wouldn't say a lot, I think a portion of the reason why it's not really connecting with me is because Cody Rhodes is the same type of babyface over and over. It's the same stuff. It's the same spiel with Cody Rhodes. What do you want to talk about? And, all different types of stuff that is the same type of stuff over and over and over and over again with Cody Rhodes. And it's just not working for me, man. Just not working for me. So we shall see what happens with Cody Rhodes. I just, I think that if they're going to continue this finish the story thing, I think if they're going to continue with the Cody Rhodes babyface run, I think it's okay to have him win at SummerSlam. I mean, do it. I mean, just have him win at SummerSlam, make that the angle, finish the story at SummerSlam. It doesn't have to be WrestleMania where you finish in the story. If you're finishing the story, if it has to be WrestleMania, it doesn't make sense to me because Dusty Rhodes didn't not finish the story at WrestleMania. Like he brought up an MSG event with him and Superstar Graham of him not being able to finish the story and win the WWE Championship, but it's not like he wrestled at a WrestleMania and didn't win, so I want to finish the story there. No, like it doesn't have to end at it doesn't have to be finished at WrestleMania. It can be finished at SummerSlam. So I think what you do is you have Roman Reigns beat The Rock at WrestleMania. That gives Roman Reigns another rub that he doesn't need a Rock rub at this point, but at this point The Rock isn't jobbing out to everybody like all the other legends that come is jobbing to everybody nowadays. So The Rock isn't falling victim to being the legend that comes back to jobs to everybody to give them the rub. Like if you job to everybody when you come back, you're not giving them a rub anymore. The Rock hasn't fell victim to that. If anything, he helped one person. I'm not going to say his name because you have to wait until the trivia. I'm not going to spoil those things, but he did give the rub to one person. And so, but that was over 10 years ago. So The Rock just doesn't come back and just lose to people. So I think if there's any person that could give you a rub legitimately that hasn't lost every match, it would be The Rock. So I respect that. I'm cool with that. Now, when it comes to Cody Rhodes, I think what you do is just, there's a 4-month span between WrestleMania and SummerSlam. You can easily draw a cool, riveting storyline going with having Cody going back to Reigns, finishing the story, doing that at SummerSlam. So be it. Cody goes over. It was a 40-inch slip, by the way. Cody goes over Reigns. So I think that's what you do. I saw somebody. I saw Av say a name there, but I think that's what you do. Am I a fan of that? No, I'm not. I'm not a fan of that angle. I'm not a fan of Cody being a person who goes over Reigns, but by the time August comes, Reigns is going to have the Universal Championship since 2020. So it'll be his 4th year winning the Universal Championship. He won the WWE Championship WrestleMania last year. Not last year, 2 years ago. Wow, it's 2024, ladies and gentlemen. It's only 3 months before WrestleMania. It seemed like time just flew. But 2 years ago, he beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38 to win the WWE Championship and the 2-belt match. So 4 years as Universal Champion, 2 years a little over 2 years as WWE Champion. Cody being the one that breaks the streak for Roman Reigns. Okay. I mean, make it good though. Here's the thing. If what's up, everybody? I see everybody's in the building. Benjamin's in the building. We got Av in the building. Ricky's in the building. Brendan's in the building. Of course, the PNP Nation coming in strong. I appreciate y'all as always. But okay, so say if Cody wins at SummerSlam, then what? I mean, okay, so the day after SummerSlam or the first few after SummerSlam, What are you going to do? Damian Priest, he teases a cash in, or what are you doing? Shinsuke wants to finish the story again. Like what's next? So you'll have Reigns probably out for a while. Rock is going to be gone. What heels do you have that are available to have a compelling storyline, not just some random thrown together WWE written microwave storyline? Like I don't want that. I don't care about that. That doesn't intrigue me with a compelling story arc. It doesn't make sense. Someone is saying make it Orton heel. Okay, Orton and Cody. What story are you giving me with Orton Cody? Give me something intriguing. Give me something compelling. Give me something I can sink my teeth in, and I'm intrigued about the story. Don't give me just some random, heel turn, RKO in nowhere, and I want your title. And then Cody Rhodes comes out and does the, whoa, Pyro, what do you want to talk about? Let me tell you something, Randy Orton. Ever since the Legacy days, I feel like you held me down, and now I'm a man of my own. I've left and came back, and I'm sure to carve my own path because I'm the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and there's no way that you're going to put me under your thumb again. No, that's not a compelling storyline to me. Give me something I can sink my teeth in. Give me saga. Give me drama. Give me intrigue. Don't just give me some random. Let me just throw some story together just to buy some time into the next person. Like, no, I'm not interested in that. Give me something here. Give me some saga. Give me some drama here. All right. Hashtag Ask Doc to put your comment on the screen here. We got a little bit of time left. I'm going to address these comments, and then we're heading over to the after party, y'all. We're going to have some fun as we do always. And I'm going to answer your questions. For those who don't know about the Pancakes and Powerslams Show after party, it's less than $1 a week. We hang out. We talk wrestling. I hang out with y'all, put you on the screen. I have a whole Rolodex full of talent I know that I've texted. I mean, people in the after party can attest to that. And we talk about stuff that are rumors. People tell me about rumors. I talk about them. And we also have trivia. So $3.99 a month, less than $1 a week, y'all. I mean, come hang out with me at the after party. So, the People's Wrestling Channel, the People's. Let me see. I got my sound effects. The People's. There we go. The People's Wrestling Channel. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There we go. There's the sound effects. Check 1 2. The People's Wrestling Channel. Ooh, there we go. The People's Wrestling Channel. There you go. Happy New Year to you and the PNP universe. Happy New Year to you as well. I've got lots of stuff to ask you on the after party, but we'll try to make it as quick as possible. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. It's going to be fun as always. Brandon says, I don't think it pushes Cody out. What if Roman pulls a Yoko and Bret Hart wrestles Rock night 1, non-title, and Cody night 2 for the title? No, that would be over. That'll be overdoing Roman. I think, I mean, you can always do this, though. You can always do, and this is a thought that I just had. you could do Rock Cody night one for as a number one contendership for the championship. Rock headlining both main events of WrestleMania that would draw a bunch of buzz. So you can do Rock Cody non-title main eventing WrestleMania. Cody gets his main event again. The Rock beats Cody. You can always throw in somebody, cost Cody the match. I mean, if you want to throw Orton in there, Orton RKO's Cody. And what happens there is that commences Cody Orton. That gives you a few months to go back to, Cody and Roman. Rock beats Cody night one. Rock against Reigns night two. Reigns retains. Rock is gone. Reigns, does his, normal type of in and out type of deal. And that can lead you to Cody and Reigns for SummerSlam. So you could do that. But stemming from what we saw on Monday, dude is gassed out. He's definitely not in ring shape. I mean, he's jacked to the gills still. That's pretty normal when it comes to The Rock, jacked to the gills. But, from all the people I know who wrestles, and, there's been many people said this in many interviews. I mean, just because you're jacked to the gills doesn't mean you're in ring shape. And you could tell that even with the Jinder Mahal spot that The Rock was gassed out. And he definitely wasn't in ring shape. But the athlete that The Rock is, I'm sure that within the next 3 months leading into WrestleMania that he will get in ring shape, because I imagine that he doesn't want to stink up the place, because how we think, because of recency bias, if The Rock stinks up the place, unfortunately, that is the impression he's going to leave with people for a while. Because here's my point in that. Case in point is the tag team match between the Brothers in Destruction against DX. People still talk about how much of an atrocity that was, how much of a debacle that tag team match was. It was a horrible, horrible tag team match. And thankfully, The Undertaker didn't want to leave on that note. He left on a very high note with going against AJ Styles in the Boneyard match. I think that match was phenomenal. I think that match was amazing. So that was definitely a good note to leave on, because Taker didn't want to leave on Brothers of Destruction versus DX, because that was a debacle. He didn't want to leave on Goldberg, because that was a debacle. The tag match with who was it? It was him and Roman against Shane and Drew, I believe. The tag match, that was a good match, but it wasn't like a singles match to leave him on a high note. So he left on a high note with AJ Styles. If he would have left with Brothers of Destruction against DX, people still would be talking about this day as how horrible that match was. What else we have? Hope Cody has lost his spot. Fingers crossed. No one cares about him. I've said it before, man. I'm not on the Cody train. I'm not on the Cody train. My favorite trivia, my most favorite wrestler is Smell. I would like to see Rock versus Roman. Maybe they can have Cody versus Priest for the Money in the Bank. Have heel Cody cash in on the winner. Now, what would be interesting is if they did Cody Priest for the contract at WrestleMania. That would give Priest a huge spot at WrestleMania. If they did Cody versus Priest for the case, Cody wins at WrestleMania. The Rock beats Roman at WrestleMania. And then the night after WrestleMania, you have Cody win. You have Cody cash in and win, because because Roman Reigns comes out, spears the Rock. Rock is laying on the floor, laying on the mat. All of a sudden, Cody comes out, cashes it in against the Rock. Talk about a rub. I mean, Cody's not going to get a rub by beating Seth Rollins or the Judgment Day or, anybody who he's Shinsuke Nakamura is definitely not going to get a rub by beating Shinsuke. But if he beats The Rock and cashes it in against The Rock the night after WrestleMania, wow, that'll give him a rub. And then he can cut a heel promo the week after. And so, and then that also can set some seeds for Rock Roman 2 at SummerSlam. Non-title this time. Rock Roman 2. The Rock beat Roman at WrestleMania, and then Roman can beat The Rock at SummerSlam. Come on, man. Come on. Book it. If you have Cody win at SummerSlam, then they are basically saying Cody isn't the guy. No, I think what they're saying is that The Rock is a bigger sell. I mean, you would be delusional if you don't think that The Rock is a bigger sell than Cody Rhodes. I mean, anyone would be delusional if you don't think The Rock is a bigger marquee than Cody Rhodes is. When someone is available who's a bigger marquee, it's business. I mean, tough luck. It's business. If you were supposed to have that slot for WrestleMania and The Rock comes in, that's not going to happen. So, I mean, Kevin Owens was supposed to have a WrestleMania slot as Universal Champion, years ago, back in 33. That was 2017. Goldberg hurried up and won the title to have Lesnar win. So, I mean, it's one of those things that Goldberg was available. He stepped in. It was supposed to be Owens and Jericho, I believe, for the Universal Championship. Owens and Jericho had to take a back seat to Goldberg. I mean, he's a bigger marquee. So you end up having Goldberg versus Lesnar at WrestleMania 33 for the Universal Championship. That's and Jericho's one of my top 5 of all time, but you got to be honest. Business is business. And at the end of the day, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar is a much bigger marquee and a much bigger draw for WrestleMania than Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho any day of the week. So it's business. It's business, if you will. Happy New Year, Michael. Always a pleasure for you to join us. I know Yes Reigns isn't really going to surpass Hogan, but according to WWE, he could do so. Would you have him suppress instead of losing at some? No. You have asked me this question before. I do not want Roman Reigns to surpass. I don't care about Roman Reigns surpassing Hulk Hogan. Roman Reigns has been an embarrassment to the championship. I mean, he comes, every full moon, and he's not represented the title well, man. He just hasn't. He does. And he's the guy. He's the face of the WWE. But at the same time, as someone who's champion, his reign has just not been good in 2023. It's been horrible, man. It's not been. It's matter of fact. Let's find out how many matches Roman Reigns has competed in. I can find out right now, actually. How many matches a year he's competed since 2020. Now, 2020, I know that he was coming back from from battling his health, from battling health issues. So let's find out how many matches he's competed in. Total number of matches. All right. 2020, he competed in 33 matches. 30 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. Amazing record in 2020. 2021, he competed in 61 matches, 33 and 27. I imagine a lot of those were probably house shows that he lost. A lot of heels losing house shows. 2022, he wrestled 52 matches last year. He was 36-16, 69% winning percentage. Roman Reigns has traditionally had a really good winning percentage. 87.8 winning percentage in 2015, 89.3 in 16, 82.8 in 17, 86.8 in 18, 87.9 in 19, 90.9 in 20, 54.1 in 2021. 2021, other than 2010, was really bad. But that was before, time alone, as singles. But as a singles wrestler, 2021 was his worst winning percentage ever, other than 2013. He was a 24%. No, he started becoming singles, in 14? Because 13, I think he was still with the Shield. 14, I think, is when he became singles. That was his first year as a single. So, worst as a singles wrestler, 2021 was his worst winning percentage. 2023, 11 matches, 9 wins, 2 losses, 81.8% winning percentage. So, 11 matches, ladies and gentlemen, 11 matches in 2023, and he was champ all year. So, the guy needs to go. He needs to, I madly respect if he's having health issues, take you time off. He's done a lot for the company as far as, revenue, drawing revenue, the bloodline. I think that was an amazing angle. I think it was an amazing storyline. I really liked it. But at the same time, if you can't live up to the bill as champ, don't be champ. So he needs to lose the title. AJ Lee return. Ooh, so real quick. I think how you book an AJ Lee return would be, so I talked about this before in a Vince Russo and we have a show together called Writing with Russo, where we just kind of fantasy book some things. And I said before that I think CM Punk should turn heel and have a corporate Punk type of angle. And Vince loved the idea. We started talking about it more on our show, and he suggested that he become the director of the discipline committee, because there were some rumors that Bryan Danielson was the director of the discipline committee, and that was that was pivotal to taking Punk out and all that, whatever the rumors were. So the funny part of this would be if Punk was the director of the discipline committee in the WWE and became a heel. They had a corporation type of deal. I even suggested Ricochet join and turn heel. And then AJ Lee would be like the female director of the discipline committee and like start to screw a bunch of females over as far as just, making life worse for them. And so that was my AJ Lee return. But what I think is going to happen is I think we could be shaping up with Seth and Becky against CM Punk and AJ Lee, probably at either Perth or the pay-per-view right after WrestleMania. Does The Rock headline Hall of Fame? I mean, it's in Philly though, but I don't see why not though. He should. Oh, the Goldberg's final match rumor. So I think he should get a final match. Since he came back in 2016, man, he just, the match when he beats Lesnar in like less than 90 seconds and won the Universal Championship twice, I believe. Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt, I think, are the two people he beat. I think Bray was the Fiend at the time. So he had a couple of good spots, but both of those spots were just kind of transitional spots to put the belt on Lesnar, and then it was supposed to be Roman, but Roman, was out because of health issues. Braun Strowman ended up taking over and winning. So, I mean, but other than that, lost against Drew, lost against Taker, lost against Brock. It's like Goldberg has not had a really favorable winning percentage when it comes to his time in WWE. So I would say, if anything, give the guy some love and, make him leave on a high note, because his legacy is being tarnished match by match since his, in his latest WWE run since 2016. I want Cody to win the title, but this story might not have a long shelf life. I don't think it will. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think it will. He'll win the title, and then what? He'll go from feud to feud, and they'll start singing. They'll keep singing his match. I mean, they'll keep singing his song. I mean, that's really where we're at with Cody Rhodes. Hashtag book it. That's right. Hashtag book it. Reigns was the biggest draw of last year, so people can't be that much fed up with them. I mean, what does that mean, though? You're the biggest draw of last year in the 11 matches that you were a part of. I mean, like, if he was such a big draw, they would want to use him more, and they would do what they can to make sure that he's on television. They didn't do that, so that's unfortunate. That's not okay. I mean, that's not okay. You wrestled 11 matches as a world champion all year. That's less than one match a month. Think about that for a second, guys. That's less than one match a month that you competed for as the champion of the company, as the face of the company. Less than one match a month on average. And he made appearances, and he would leave and come back and leave and come back and leave for a considerable amount of time. That's not a champion that you want to lead the company. Bring back Straight Edge Society with Serena Deeb. That would be interesting. I don't think that would you can't redo that. You can't relive that, because Luke Gallows, it wouldn't make sense if he went over to the Straight Edge Society on Raw when he's with the OC, and then also Joey Mercury was a part of the Straight Edge Society, and bringing him back wouldn't do much. So 7 TV matches. Reigns did the rest were house shows. Okay, well, that makes it even worse. He only had 7 television matches. That's not okay. That's like one match every 6 weeks, pretty much. So that makes my point even stronger. All right, y'all. Fun as always. Head over to the after party. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. We're heading over there. After party. I'm going to answer your questions. You and I, everybody on the screen, just kind of hanging out. And I've got some trivia. I've got some rock trivia for you all. Rock trivia is going to be fun, y'all. Head over to the after party, Pancakes and Powerslams. Again, patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. Patreon.com/Pancakes and Powerslams. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your week of wrestling. God bless. And always remember, I do it for you. Have a good night, everybody. So long.